Hi guys and gals, Vicky here. Well, let's take a look at the original. Well, it's a 7-month look back on the original that Chris Madonna did at the Wells property. The place I like to call Ben Hell Fornication. So, let's hence on with the show. Okay. Yes, mister.
Around this territory, i.e., this hilltop, the first thing that I caught were approximately 13 dogs. 13 dogs on
That's a
that
lot of
property.
dogs.
And you can hear when we came in, we were following Candace, and when she got to the gate, she unhooked the chain, and those dogs came out of the woods. They came down the hill. I mean, they knew something
Completely
was there that didn't
contradicting
belong
what
there.
Candace said.
Um, and I don't
Because that
know
is part
if
of
it was
the gig.
this idea
They
that they're
contradict each
strays,
other.
and everybody just
So,
kind of hangs
some
out
people
there,
think Candace's
the
way, some
dogs.
people think his
But
way.
they
So, nobody
barked
thinks the
pretty
truth
consistently
way.
at me and at Karen, because at first Buddy was
Because
safe
there
in
is
the
no
back.
truth way.
And then when he heard the
And
barking,
have we
he
really
jumped
seen
up to see what
Karen?
was going on.
What, once?
And all of these folks,
And what about the guy on the
about 13
keyboards?
dogs that I
The
counted
kid?
quickly,
Haven't
were
seen
all
him
over the
either.
place.
I think they're fake. Like, I think Chris Madonna is fake. Like, you used Tom Cruise's younger picture and
When we
aged it
pulled up,
for your,
immediately
your,
went
I don't know
into the
if
house.
he's a hologram yet or
And
not.
you'll notice
They can make them so well, it's hard to see who's a
so she's
hologram
already
these
up
days.
there. She was in
The
that red
simple ones, you
Subaru.
can pick, oh, you
So
can
she'd
see
already
it.
gotten out of the Subaru and gone over to the house. Now, I want to remind you also that we were down at the general store prior to Jess coming up the hill, and she was stalling down there. It's my thinking that perhaps she was calling somebody, maybe Don. I don't know that for sure, but she came out with some items, put them in her vehicle, and then went back into the store and bought two pizzas. Those small pizzas, you could see them in the bag. Okay, they look like dollar pizzas of some sort. And but she was in
Okay,
there
what
for
I
at least
want to know
15 minutes.
is that supposedly
And
Karen was
so
sitting
that
in the truck
kind of raised my
right
red
there
flags,
by the shed.
and I turned to
Now, they
Karen and I said,
made
I
a
think
big
she's
deal
making
about
a
that
couple of phone
shed.
calls.
If
And
Don or
she,
anything had
Karen agreed.
ran in the shed or had been
So
going on
she
in the
drove to
shed,
her.
wouldn't Karen have seen
She
it?
had closed the door.
Well, yes, she would
She
have.
You know what?
The film in Because
and
the
she
back
was
there is
sitting
no
right
Karen,
behind
really,
her.
and there is no
And
Dylan,
so
and there is
underneath
no
the
you.
house
Looks hazy.
and
This is
with
all
the film.
part of a big con.
So she quickly
I think I
Over
might
now.
have to break this down and break the other video down to really get you guys a true picture of what's going on, because those dogs are not
First thing I
barking.
wanted to do
Okay,
is
there's
show
barking
what we would
sounds
call the
being
first
put
contact.
into the video.
And that's what I'm doing here. I'm walking towards the trailer.
Because if you would have, if you
be
rewind it, you'll
either the
see the
last
dogs
time
right there in
someone
front
was
of him
seen,
are not barking.
if
And if there were
outside,
10 or
based on the
12
story
dogs,
narrative that we
they would
have,
be right there, all of
or
them,
she never went
looking for
inside.
food, especially if they knew they got fed there.
First contact.
They're hill dogs.
So there you can see the red container in between, looks like a green one and a dark one on the left, but the red one's in the middle. So what do you think? Could that be the same
Look at
container that's in the
Madonna.
back of the truck?
You know what? I'm gonna get up close on him. I need to get up close on him to see if I can get a read off of his face.
Now, what I wanted to do here is, and at that time, you could see down to the road clearly. You could see clearly that a car could pass through there in the back. You could also see where the workers had been working, because they were still there at the time, working on, looks like the power lines of sort. The challenge is, in order for, again, going back to this abduction, which again, I
see the lines?
I don't buy that
See
theory personally.
see the movement of, see the yellow,
because the
see all the lines in his face? He's a hologram. He's the aged version of Tom Cruise. Tom, you better get on that
if this was my investigation,
physical
this is how I would
surgery there. So he is a hologram. This,
had access
I'm
to the
betting
property,
you, if I break, look at that. I break that down.
Or the property.
See, oh, that's all fake. Look, see the lines?
This
see all that? See all that movement?
High risk offender. Again,
see, it almost looks like a woman's movement right there.
5-year-old little girl out of a basement.
Hologram. This is all part of a hologram. None of this is real. That's why the video of the house that I had before
comes up behind
looks nothing like the house.
So
let's get to the house.
Hold
on, I'm going to move on back here now that we know what's going on. They put them dog barking things in, I can tell. Okay, hold on. Zoe, you hang out there. Boop, 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 boop. You don't need to see my dirty house. No one needs to see my dirty house. Not even me needs to see my dirty house. Of course, my house looks like a freaking van compared to that. I don't live in a roasted rat hole. That wasn't a home. God, you could see it. That's now this is probably a real place, but this is probably not Ben Hill. Because the film that the other person took, a completely different person took, and there's no way that, and well, maybe they could have done that work. I don't know. Maybe you guys will compare them. I'm going to have to break down both films, cut them up, and put frame by frame. God, that would be so much easier in
her going inside the house, now
in Photoshop, but
and I think I'm going to have to go back and time it. Maybe somebody can do that after this.
I think that I'll have to leave her tail alone.
How long?
Hey,
2 minutes can be.
Leave her tail alone.
So one of the things to consider here is she went into the house, okay, probably a minute before me. So
I don't know. Sometimes I think she gets bored and chases her tail out of boredom. And then other times I think, well, maybe there's a freaking ghost in here pulling on her tail, aggravating her. So I yell at the ghost to see what happens. Or if it gets really bad, you have to cover her tail.
You'll hear her.
I'll put it, if she starts going, I'll put the camera on her.
Whether or not the door was open.
Now there are windows there. There's an air conditioning there. There's an ugly woman at the door. There's the temporary jacked up steps. There's the face, the evil face. Oh, there's the other evil face. You know, maybe that video is that house.
Because she's already presented it to the authorities in the beginning.
They got some major ass money to fix that shit up then.
And it sounds like she wasn't positive, or she is positive, and now she's adapting.
Yeah.
Because
let's move
the
on here.
It's not in play. As a And so we're going to hear some, shifting tonight that I think is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I really don't, well, he's a hologram, so he's controlled by someone. Is this going in the house? I don't really want to see it in the house. I just wanted to get that. That's not going to take too hard to break that down. I thought that was going to be longer. And compare the houses. And I'm kind of inclined to think that the fixed up house, the cornbread mafia must have come in and bada bing, bada boom, put that money they got from all of this cha-ching, cha-ching on their pod people. You know, 'cause the pod people gotta pay them a percentage of what they make off of all this. See, that's the way it works. So, the more money the pod people make for the CBM, the more money the pod people make. And then the more money they can use to do their crafts or buy a car or whatever's. Get new teeth, I don't know. You know, whatever they want. So, that's their motivation. It's like, duh, okay, I'm sure you knew that. Anyhow, I believe that this is all fake. When I can see now that he's a hologram, and that's why he is. Hey, I'm gonna prove this in my next video. I'll put everything together, and I'll show you exactly why I think this is a hologram. Okay, just for proof. I mean, I know it automatically. But I know that there are people out there, well, most people out there need proof. And I really don't blame you. Because before I could see this stuff, I needed proof too. I didn't believe in any of this stuff. I mean, I believed in ghosts because I had one or a few. I believe in stalkers because I had some of those too. I believed in angels, but I never believed in hell and demons. You don't believe in those things. If you think about those things, then they'll come get you. Is what they would tell me when I was little. So I was like, well, there ain't no such thing. My mom told me. Just like my premonitions. And when I saw my cat drowned in my pool when I was clearly up in my bed. All my imagination. But this is not my imagination. This is my ability. God-given ability to be able to see this stuff. As well as what I've learned as Vicky through graphic arts. The combination. And then I've got some angels that are graphic artists that help me here on, with making these videos. I mean, sometimes they let me do them alone. But most of the time, they take over. Or they'll, move things around. Or I just have to let it be and come back. And sometimes I'm coming back and they're not done with it yet. But anyhow, I want to thank you so much for doing that for me. For free. These people aren't charging me, and they probably should be. Which means they're angels. Because angels are here to do their jobs, not to accumulate money. Money probably comes with it, which is cool too. But it's not the primary. They do it money or no money, just like I do. The only thing I've done is put money out. I've not taken any in. And I really don't know if I want to. I mean, I didn't start this for money. I started this because God told me to help Summer and the children that were left behind. And then he zapped me with low blood sugar. Or no, it was low blood pressure. Yeah. 20 minutes to live? I still can't get over it. It still just, like, freaks me out when I think about it. When I remember it. I just get all, ooh, you know? At the time, I wasn't nervous. I wasn't scared. I wasn't even afraid of dying. And I wasn't in any pain. Every time I've almost died, which has been quite a few times in my life, I never felt pain. So isn't that wonderful to know that when you die, when you get to the end, you don't feel any pain. All you feel is contentment and eagerness and enlightenment and just a warm, fuzzy feeling, okay? No, I never got to the point where I got past that. Actually, I don't remember any of that. I think I was dead then. And I think the minute that they revived me was the minute God was right there. And people are probably thinking, yeah, it was the lights in your face and somebody's up on your chest, pumping your chest, and you wake up and he says something and you think, yeah, I thought about that. But then when I started hearing people's thoughts and, getting all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden God talking to me, I'm like, all right, I get it, I died. But, okay, well, I'm sure you didn't come here to listen to me babble on. Okay, well, that's it. I'm going to put this video together with the other video, and then I'll do a video. Imagine that. Whoa. They're giving me shit behind me. All right, I gotta go. Bye. Bye. There's the bunnies. Hi, bunny. What you doing? We're gonna make a bunny run in the back for you. Yeah, so you can be safe from the critters. So he's like, don't give a shit. Okay, she's gonna stay there. Let me get a little closer. How close do you think she'll let me get? She's staying still because she knows she's been spotted. It's okay, honey. It's okay, honey bunny. Look at that little tail. Oh, look at the bird. Wouldn't you birds go over bunnies? Never knew that. Okay, all right.